All right, look at this guy laying on the ground. We're gonna use him to show you, it was a trick I learned, not even a trick, more of like a tool to understand what's going on with your squat, right? Because most people run into a lot of their issues when they do a squat. And they ask both of their hips to work at the same time together with their pelvis, spine, shoulders, everything starts to get a little weird. So, Nicole, why don't you go ahead and stand up? A little faster. Take your time. See that slowness? That's imbalance showing up. All right, so we're gonna do a couple squats. First one, why don't you face me? And
it's gonna be beautiful. Just
squat it down.
Again?
How do you even live?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, do a couple more.
Ooh.
Okay, now turn to the side, and we're gonna go over one of the first concepts, which is mobility or stability with squats. Now, go ahead and drop down into a squat, and I want you to take it as low as you can without your heels lifting up off the ground. All right, how's that feel down there?
Tension.
Yeah, where?
This will help.
Yeah, there you go, problem solved. So pretty tight, right?
Yeah.
Now, somebody who's gonna feel pretty tight, the first go-to mechanism in the brain is, okay, I feel tight, I've got to loosen up. So they embark on this radical journey to go stretch and loosen things up and try mobility programs and flexibility programs. But what happens if you actually have the mobility to get down? You just feel tight at the bottom. So let me show you an example of this. Nicole, go ahead and lay on your back. And I want your dirty feet on the wall.
Dirty feet.
All right, scoot a little bit closer. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Perfect. Okay, so this right here is pretty much the mechanism that needs to happen when you squat, right? The hips are flexed, pelvis is extended, same as the spine. And he's actually in a really deep position right now. Do you feel the same tension you did when you were squatting standing up?
This feels nice.
Feels nice, right? Comfortable. So what we're trying to do here is understand, does he actually not have the mobility to squat? Or does he have the mobility, he just doesn't have the stability to do it? Meaning his joints can actually get into the position of a deep squat, but when they're asked to all do it together under the weight of his own body, the nervous system tenses up, freaks out, and tightens up. So if he felt tight at the bottom of his squat, but he's mobile enough to get into the squat, it's not a mobility issue. It's a stability issue. It means that the things that he needs to use, right, the muscles, the deep hip flexors, probably don't work in the bottom, which tightens everything up. So we're gonna try something. We are going to try something. Why don't we do this? Fold this pillow up in half. Put that between your knees. Get your feet a little bit closer together. And I want you to bring your knees closer together. So pretty much if I'm looking above you, ankles, knees, and hips are all a straight line. Squeeze your knees closer together. A little bit more. Just a little bit more. It might get a little spicy. Okay, so we've got him in this quote unquote bottom of a squat position here. And he's asking his body to work. What do you think?
Shaking.
5 minutes? 10 minutes?
Shaking.
I keep forgetting this is like dual facing, so I'm like right up in there. Hopefully people don't mind.
It's all right.
So I'm gonna ask him to essentially stabilize here, which is the problem that he needs help with, right? His body doesn't know what to do when he's in a deep squat position. Again, so it tightens up. By holding onto this pillow in the bottom of a deep squat position, you're engaging all of the muscles in the ankles, knees, and hips, the ones that are not showing up when he squats. And we're probably just gonna chill here for a couple minutes.
Oh, yeah. We're chilling, huh? Is that what this is?
I want you to find the least amount of effort to stay here. Stay in the position, don't bring a ton of force. I know it's probably pretty hard, but I want you to kind of discover what your breath is doing. Is it labored? Is it short and shallow? Is it tense? Or can we bring a little bit of a subtle rhythm to it?
You're asking me to breathe better than
I'm asking you to breathe.
I'll breathe better.
Chill. Now, if he actually had a mobility problem, we would see, first of all, we probably wouldn't even be down this close to the wall in this position. The pelvis and hips would probably start to curl and lift up off the ground because he doesn't actually have the range of motion to be in a deep squat, but he absolutely does. So we're going to take a little bit of a different approach. How you feeling here?
It's a little harder with the pillow.
Yeah, get those knees a little bit tighter together.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably recommend, if this is your first time doing this, why don't you try like 4 minutes of this and pay attention, try to observe if the shoulders try to chime in. Again, if you have a stability problem, you're gonna probably almost like panic in this position because things aren't used to working with this much intensity here. So just keep breathing, keep your abs relaxed, let your belly rise and fall. 1 out of 10, man, how hard is this for you?
It's like a 4.
Okay, not bad. Now, just because we got a video on you and we're gonna have some fun with this, I want you to start doing pillow squeezes.
I guess if you want
Yeah.
the pillow to get destroyed, then
That is my new pillow,
you ask for
but I'll sacrifice it for this video.
There you go.
Good. So nice and slow. So now not only is his body working on stability, but we're also working strength in the bottom of the squat position. Go a little slower with these squeezes. Keep the back relaxed. Keep the breathing relaxed. Look at that position here.
Ooh, yeah. I didn't know what I signed up for when I agreed to make these videos with
Nope.
you.
Dude, you're gonna get in great shape by the time we're done with you. All right, now take that pillow out. Go ahead and stand on up. Well, look at that speed. Totally different. All right, now face that way again, perfect. And squat again and see if that feels any different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I can almost come forward. I don't need you anymore in my life.
Yeah, so there's probably a greater sense of his body knowing what to do here. By no means is it fixed, right? There's still some work to do, but his hips have a greater chance because you gave them what they were lacking, which wasn't mobility. It was how everything worked in that deep of a position. So this is kind of the age-old, do you have a mobility problem or do you have a stability problem? Knowing how to discern the difference is one of the fastest ways to getting a change with what you're looking for. Hope this video helps.